Warren Buffett, 7 rules. Billionaires use, the 99% don't know. Part 1. Rule 1, compounding is everything. What if I told you that the biggest difference between rich people and everyone else is not money, it's not luck, it's not even intelligence. It's something much simpler. Rules. Invisible rules. Rules that billionaires follow every single day without even thinking about them. And here's the scary part. Most people will live their entire lives without ever knowing these rules exist, but one man figured them out early: Warren Buffett. He didn't just become rich, he became one of the richest people in the world by following simple principles consistently for decades. And today, you're about to learn the first and most powerful rule of them all. Transition. This rule is so powerful that if you truly understand it, you can start building wealth, even if you're starting from zero. Rule 1. Compounding is everything, 5 to 25. Let's start with something simple. If you improve your life by just 1% every day, what happens after a year? Most people think, not much, but they're wrong, completely wrong. Because improvement doesn't add up, it multiplies. The secret. Most people miss compounding is not just about money, it's about everything: skills, knowledge, habits, relationships. Every small action you take today is building something bigger tomorrow. Simple example. Imagine 2 people. Person A improves 1% every day. Person B does nothing after 1 year. The difference is massive, not small, massive. Deep explanation. Most people quit too early, they start something, they don't see results, and they stop. But what they don't understand is this: the biggest results come at the end, not the beginning. Story. Think about planting a tree. Day 1, nothing. Day 10, nothing. Day 100, still nothing, you might think. It's not working, but underground, roots are growing, and then one day, it explodes. That's compounding. Warren Buffett. Example. Warren Buffett didn't become a billionaire in 1 year or 5 years. Most of his wealth came after decades. Why? Because compounding needs time. Why 99% fail? Because they want fast money, quick success, instant results. They don't have patience. Truth. Compounding rewards, patience, consistency, discipline, daily habit. If you want to apply this rule, start small. Read 10 pages a day, learn 1 skill, save a small amount, improve daily. Extension. Loop, let me repeat this in a different way. Your future is not built in 1 day, it's built in small actions, repeated daily. Mindset shift. Stop asking, how can I get rich fast? Start asking, how can I improve daily? Psychology. Angle. Your brain loves immediate rewards. That's why social media is addictive, but wealth is a delayed reward. Important warning. If you don't understand compounding, you will quit early, lose motivation, stay stuck, repetition. Success is not explosive, it's quiet, slow, invisible at first. Mini conclusion. So remember this: small actions, repeated daily, create massive results. Outro Part 1. Now, you understand the first rule, but the next rule might be even more dangerous, because it explains why most people stay distracted and never get rich. Part 2. Rule 2. Focus is a superpower. In the first part, you learned the power of compounding, how small actions, repeated daily, create massive results. But here's the problem. Most people never reach that stage, not because they're lazy, but because they're distracted. And that brings us to the second rule, the rule that separates average people from the top 1%. Intro to Rule 2. Focus is a superpower, and in today's world, it's rare, very rare. Warren Buffett. Insight. Warren Buffett once said, The difference between successful people and very successful people is that very successful people say no to almost everything. Think about that. Say no to almost everything. The modern problem today: you're being attacked from every direction. Notifications, social media, messages, videos, endless scrolling. Your attention is being stolen every single day. Truth: if you don't control your focus, someone else will. Example: imagine this. You sit down to work. You check your phone for 2 minutes, then a notification pops up, then another video, then another message. Suddenly, 1 hour is gone, and you did nothing. Why this is dangerous? Because focus is how money is made. Focus is how skills are built. Focus is how success happens. Poor vs. rich habit. Poor mindset, multitasking, switching constantly, no clear priority. Rich mindset, deep focus. One task, clear goal. Core. Idea: you don't need more time, you need more focus. Extension. Let me explain it differently. Most people try to do 10 things at once. Rich people do one thing, but they do it extremely well. Story. Imagine chasing two rabbits. You run after one, then switch to another, then switch again. What happens? You catch nothing. But if you focus on one, you win. Science angle. Your brain is not designed for multitasking. Every time you switch tasks, you lose energy, you lose time, you lose efficiency. Daily rule. Ask yourself every morning, what is the one most important thing I need to do today? And then, do it without distractions. Practical system. Here's a simple system. Turn off notifications. Put your phone away. Work for 60 to 90 minutes. Take a short break. Repeat. Powerful truth. Focus is like a muscle. The more you train it, the stronger it gets. Why people fail: because they chase trends, new ideas, quick opportunities. They never stay long enough to succeed. Warren Buffett's strategy. Warren Buffett focuses on what he understands. He ignores everything else, and that's why he wins. Repetition. Focus creates progress. Distraction creates delay. Focus creates money. Distraction creates excuses. Mindset shift. Stop saying, I'm busy. Start asking, am I focused? Real life example. Two people work 8 hours. Person A, distracted all day. Person B, focused for 3 hours. Guess who wins? The focused one. Every time. Deep insight. It's not about working harder, it's about working deeper. Action steps. Starting today, remove distractions. Set one main goal daily. Work in focused blocks. Extension loop. Let me say it again in a different way. You don't need more opportunities. You need fewer distractions. Mini conclusion: focus is not optional, it's required. If you master focus, you multiply your results. Outro Part 2. Now you understand the second rule, but the next rule is where real wealth begins, because it changes how you think about time, money, and your future. Part 3. Rule 3. Think long-term. So far, you've learned Rule 1. Compounding. Rule 2. Focus. Rich people think long-term. Poor people think short-term. That's it. That's the difference. The reality. Most people wake up every day thinking about today, this week, maybe this month, but wealthy people, they think in years, sometimes decades. Warren Buffett's strategy. Warren Buffett built his wealth by doing something very simple. He buys, and he holds, for years. Simple example. Let's compare two people. Person A wants fast money. Person B builds long-term wealth. After 1 year, maybe no big difference, but after 10 years, completely different lives. Extension. Most people don't fail because they're wrong. They fail because they're impatient. They want results too fast. Story. Imagine planting a tree again, but this time, you dig it up every week to check if it's growing. What happens? You kill it. That's exactly what people do with money. with business, with skills. Big mistake. People start something, then quit after 1 week, 1 month, 3 months, because they don't see results. Truth. Real success is delayed, very delayed. Psychology. Your brain wants instant rewards, that's why. Social media feels good. Fast money is tempting. Patience feels hard, but wealth is slow. Daily rule. Ask yourself this question every day. Will this decision matter in 5 years? If the answer is no, it's probably a distraction. Practical examples. Short-term thinking, spending money on trends, chasing quick income, jumping between ideas. Long-term thinking, investing money, building skills, growing a business. Warren Buffett insight. Warren Buffett once said, "Our favorite holding period is forever." Think about that, forever. Deep truth. Rich people don't try to win today, they try to win permanently. Comparison. Short-term mindset, I want money now. Long-term mindset, I want freedom later. Extension. Loop. Let me explain this differently. If you keep making short-term decisions, you will keep getting short-term results. But if you start thinking long-term, your entire life changes. Business example. Most people start a YouTube channel, quit after 2 months. Rich mindset, keep posting for years until it grows. Action steps. Starting today, think in years, not days. Build assets, not quick cash. Stay consistent even without results. Warning, if you keep chasing fast results, you will stay stuck. Mindset shift. Stop asking, how fast can I make money? Start asking, how long can I stay consistent? Repetition. Time builds wealth. Patience multiplies it. Consistency protects it. Deep insight. You don't need a better opportunity. You need more time on the same path. Mini conclusion. Long-term thinking is not optional. It's the foundation of wealth. Outro Part 3. Now, you understand how rich people think about time, but the next rule might shock you because it has nothing to do with money and everything to do with control. Part 4. Rule 4. Control your emotions so far. You've learned compounding focus. Long-term thinking intro. Rich people don't win because they're smarter. They win because they're calmer. Warren Buffett. Edge. Warren Buffett is known for one powerful trait: calmness. No panic, no emotional reactions, no impulsive decisions. The problem. Most people make decisions based on fear, stress, greed, excitement, and that's exactly why they fail. Real example. When the market goes down, most people panic. They sell everything, they run. But what does Buffett do? He stays calm. Sometimes, he buys more. Powerful truth. The biggest losses don't come from bad strategy, they come from emotional decisions. Extension. Let me explain it differently. Your emotions are fast, but good decisions are slow. Science angle. Your brain has 2 systems: emotional, fast, reactive; logical, slow, thoughtful. Most people live in the first one. Rich people train the second. Story. Imagine driving a car at full speed, but every time something happens, you panic and turn the wheel randomly. What happens? Crash. That's exactly what emotions do to your decisions. Daily rule before making any important decision: pause, even for 5 seconds. Practical system. Here's a simple system: feel the emotion. Don't act immediately. Wait, think logically. Then decide why this works, because time kills emotional reactions and reveals clear thinking. Common mistakes. People buy when excited, sell when scared, quit when stressed. That's the opposite of success. Warren Buffett mindset. Warren Buffett once said, "Be fearful when others are greedy, and greedy when others are fearful." That's emotional control. Repetition. Emotions create mistakes. Logic creates results. Emotions are temporary. Decisions are permanent. Real life example. You feel motivated. You start something. After a week, you feel lazy. You quit. Was the idea bad? No. Your emotions changed. Deep truth. If you rely on motivation, you will fail. Shift. Rich people don't trust feelings. They trust systems. Practical training. Train emotional control daily. Delay reactions. Avoid impulse spending. Stay calm under pressure. Extension loop. Let me say this clearly. You don't lose because life is hard. You lose because you react emotionally. Warning. One emotional decision can destroy years of progress. Mindset shift. Stop saying, I feel like doing this. Start saying, what is the smart decision? Deep insight. Control your emotions, or they will control your life. Mini conclusion. Emotional control is not optional. It's required for success. Outro Part 4. Now, you understand how to control your decisions, but the next rule is what gives you power, confidence, and long-term advantage.